Alright, here we go. Hi, I'm Wayward, and this is Active Aggression. I'd like to take a little while to introduce you to the game and its systems and why I think it's worth taking a look at. So to start, Active Aggression is created by, being developed, I guess, by Eugen Systems, the company behind the war game series Active War, which I think this is supposed to be a spiritual successor to, and let's pause this real quick, as well as, I believe, Ruse. So they have some strategy chops. I think they know what they're doing. Let's take a look and see some of this game's systems in action now. Okay, so this game has 4 resources, 3 harvestable and 1 kind of implicit to the faction itself. So that implicit resource is power. It's more of a system. You'd be familiar with how it works from a game like Command & Conquer. It feels very similar to power in Command & Conquer games. You see there are these oil fields, and you build refineries, and then it sets up automated worker systems, again, much like you'd see in the Command & Conquer games, where workers pretty much kind of do their own thing, don't require the player to manage them. You also have these builder units that have to actually travel from a headquarters out to wherever they're needed. And once they're done, you manually build the harvest vehicles, of which each faction has their own. The US and the Chimera, which is the faction I'm playing right now, have fairly similar harvest units, while the Cartel, who I'm actually playing against, located up here somewhere, have a different one. Each faction also interacts slightly differently with those resources. This faction, again, the Chimera, they tend, pardon me, it's always a little hard to talk while you're playing, they tend to favor oil. Most of their units cost only oil, where the other 2 factions, they tend to cost a combination of oil and aluminum. And as a side effect, they tend to cost more oil. So it actually behooves the Chimera player to seek out oil on the map, and consequently, if you're fighting the Chimera, you can oil starve them. So, just a kind of meta observation there. Here's a rare earth deposit. Each faction has its own scout that behaves slightly differently. So the Chimera scout is slow, but has a fairly large sight radius and a powerful weapon. The Cartel scout is an air unit, and the US scout is a fast Humvee that's fairly cheap. The resources in this game are fairly geographically dispersed, and they're also randomly generated. As a consequence, it kind of feels like Company of Heroes at times, where you're pushing out to capture these sectors, effectively, that contain resources. There are a number of units that can capture enemy structures relatively quickly, rather in the fashion of Command & Conquer Engineers. And get a second barracks.
Storage capacity has reached its maximum.
Okay, so that's actually important. So I'm going to build an outpost up here. Outposts are a Chimera-specific building that store additional resources, and have a build zone around them. The Chimera have a fairly restrictive build zone that expands very slowly as you build additional structures, and these outposts really greatly expand that. I think I mentioned something about these resources being randomly located, procedurally generated, I believe, although I could be inaccurate on that. Another cool thing is when you build this structure like this, all the workers attached to that structure automatically relocate to it to cut down on travel time. The Chimera are supposed to have the best infantry. I tend to produce tons of them. This structure here, let me zoom in on it, is a bank, and controlling it generates resources over time. This interface that I've jumped into is what they call radar mode. It allows you to get a bird's eye view of the battlefield. Okay, just found additional oil. Once I get a little bit extra resources, I'm going to capture this. You see this particular map has a series of bridges that can only... they can actually be destroyed, and it creates some choke points. We have that enemy helicopter. So yes, fairly diverse factions. I think that's always a good thing. Some interesting resource mechanics, which we've already gone into. Also, when you take out a unit, be it infantry or a vehicle, they sometimes drop pilots or wounded soldiers that you can capture and hold for ransom that generates passive resources over time, which is a very interesting mechanic, I personally think. I could push out across the map, but my early game units aren't particularly good at fighting structures, and they're also, fortunately or unfortunately, not good. They're fairly slow. So until I get some vehicles, I'm going to be kind of restricted to being close by my... And those falling vehicles, helicopters, can in fact kill infantry and vehicles. Okay, so not a lot going on right now. I am kind of starved for oil, although hopefully after I get this, I will be in a better position. Continue to pump out a couple of SAS snipers, which are good against vehicles, and then the Phelan infantry are good against other infantry. So there we go. They're kind of hard to tell apart from a distance, but in Command and Conquer fashion, you really are more concerned with your resource storage capacity than you are with your unit limit. I'm going to take time to build a turret over here, just to defend my base. I've had enemy, the computer AI sometimes likes to sneak in there. Also, I have a surplus of aluminum that I'm not doing anything with. Okay, so we've covered a lot of the basics. Each faction has its own tech tree. In the case of the Chimera, you have the shield and sword protocols that give you access to different units and structures. Ultimately, you end up getting both of them, but in the early game, you specialize to either be defensive or offensive. By far, I think, at this point in the game, the sword protocol is the superior choice. You know what? I'm going to swing around over here and try to capture this bank as well. And I'm out of... You know what? Let's not do that. Just do the one turret. Oh my gosh, I sold a barracks. That was a misclick there. Where's our enemy? They're sneaking around my sides. Okay, well, I'm glad I have that.
Building completed.
Okay. And I need to remember to focus on anti-stealth, because the cartel... Whoa! I've got railgun tanks knocking on my door already.
Unit lost.
Yikes. There you go. Get those snipers involved.
Unit lost.
That's why I'm glad I've got snipers. Okay, so you can see the damage in this game is kind of binary. Also here, these are the prisoners I was talking about before. The current implementation is a little finicky. And I don't get any longer term income from them unless I build a prison, so I'm going to quickly do that. Fortunately or unfortunately, the Chimera tend to have kind of cramped bases. Okay, so I've got enough resources. I'm going to build a vehicle bay. Might as well get some anti-tank weapons.
Building completed.
Okay, so we're not in a bad position right now. Fended off some railguns. Still have a decent sized force. And the computer doesn't like building.
Detected.
I should build a turret over here. Wouldn't do to lose my holdings. Okay. Let's see, what else can I tell you about the game? There are super weapons and counter super weapons. Unit designs can be range from boring, like the Puma, to fairly interesting. You see, where's my? I lost my scout, didn't I? There are some really interesting counter systems involved in this game. Aircraft can get anti-aircraft weapons. There are anti-missile defenses and all kinds of interesting counterplay, which you can see is fairly important given the rather binary nature of combat. Let me just go ahead and heal my infantry. Is there a scatter button? I'd love to have a scatter button. Okay, so until I upgrade and get the sword or the shield protocol, neither of which I can currently afford, which is why I got this guy, so I can get some additional income over here, because I really need some more aluminum income. There we go. Alright, so we're going to, really quick, build this outpost. Ouch! Flanking me.
Enemy detected.
Okay, let's get some additional SAS while we're on. And let's produce a couple Pumas. Because I don't think this turret's gonna hold off my enemy too particularly well. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get this refinery. Because why the heck not? Yeah, this turret's not gonna do its job. Or rather, it's already done its job, and it's gonna be able to retire in peace. Always frustrating losing a defensive structure like that, though.
Unit is under attack.
Okay, took care of that. Let's capture these pilots here. Make them prisoners of war. That'll earn us additional income over time.
Unit is under attack.
Okay, I think we need some anti-stealth. That's going to be important. So I'm going to get helicopters or something. Because those stealth units are coming sooner or later. Okay. Back in a good position. These guys are mostly good against infantry. You can upgrade them to be carriers, which I think I'll do right now. They don't carry many troops. So you see I have 3 infantry in here, generating passive income over time. Got some infantry over here as well. Okay. So things are going a little slowly right now. Blame that more on my play than the game. Okay, so we got our upgrade. And once I can afford one of these protocols, I will be able to produce the Rhino or the Panzer. Oh, got some air units coming in here. Yeah, you don't want to get in on that. But I desperately needed one of these protocols to be activated. Gonna jump up my production of. You know what? I think I'd rather actually just expand
Enemy detected.
Okay, so we've got a little dance going on up here. I think I'm going to get the shield protocol this time for repair. Sentinel turret, got a refinery.
Building completed.
Cool. And we'll get our,
Unit is under attack.
yeah, good luck.
Enemy detected.
It's just... okay, so I've stalled out a little bit here. I've kind of lost track of what I'm saying to you guys. Also lost track of my production.
Shield protocol available.
Alrighty. I got access to an additional infantry unit and an additional vehicle type. The Panzer is anti-aircraft, which actually seems appropriate. These things are light. They're not good dedicated tanks, but they will help me against, I think, the cartel in this case. Okay. So, you see, kind of, I'm doing this slowly, but you really have to constantly be expanding, constantly be looking at the next thing you can do. And since there's so much area damage, there's so much... So much area damage, there's so much high damage sources. Now let's have Panthers start coming out. Oh, got tanks. That's awful sneaky. Let's come down here.
Detected.
Yeah, got some tanks coming out there.
Unit
Nice.
is under attack.
Didn't make it too far across that line.
Upgrade completed.
And let's get our...
Enemy detected.
They're just all over my butt right now. The AI is actually pretty smart, in my opinion. You could just say that I'm dumb, but I'd like to say that I think the AI is smart. Okay, let's come up here and nip this in the bud.
Detected.
We're holding this off pretty well, pretty well. Ouch.
Enemy detected.
Hey, he survived. Let's get a repair outpost.
Base is under attack.
Persistent buggers, look at them that.
Unit is under attack.
Okay.
Enemy detected.
Okay, so we're hurting for oil, as Chimera tend to be.
Upgrade completed. Upgrade completed.
Let's detour some of these guys, get some more prisoners of war.
Upgrade completed. Base is under attack.
Man, there's just all kinds of multi-pronged attacks going on. This is why I've decided to invest so heavily. Okay, now I'm finally starting to get some resources coming in. I'm going to take this opportunity to,
Completed.
why not, expand over here again.
Upgrade completed.
Well, they've got aircraft already.
Upgrade completed.
Ouch. I'm not even sure what that is. Armored mortar. It's probably not the best place for an armored mortar to be hanging out, huh? Killed by harvesters. That's what you get. Okay, so let's see. Deploys helicopters. Let's go to our shield air control center. Get some air superiority fighters. Stop their fighters from coming in. Zoom out. Okay. We're still in a good position. Some more Panzers. In fact, let's also get some more Pumas. Maybe even a. Okay, let's get a support.
Impossible. Storage capacity has reached its maximum.
It's never a bad thing to have extra resources. But we're going to start running out of our native resources soon, so expansion is going to be important. Okay, and then I think we're good for now.
Building completed.
Okay, we've got our support bay. Okay. Let's get our air superiority fighter. One of those. You can only have 3 per. I think per structure. You can have 3. So let's do that. Zoom back in. We need some more transports. Got some coming. Let's get some grenadiers. They're good against structures, and I'm going to be fighting against structures. So.
Storage capacity has reached its maximum.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Okay, we're not in a bad position. I think our army's a little smaller than it should be, but.
Building completed.
Let's see, got our support bay. Let's real quick get some turrets.
Impossible.
Okay, let's deploy our recon drone and our superiority fighter.
Base is under attack.
I'm trying to take out our bank over here. Let's zoom back in and get the full-on reaction. If they've got some really long-range stuff, I could be in trouble. Yeah, I knew they had some long-range units out there.
Enemy detected.
Let's turn this into a repair center.
Upgrade completed. Building completed.
Okay, they've got a refinery mined out. Okay, they've got a lot of mined out stuff, huh? Good to know. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Upgrade completed.
Namers. Let's get a couple of those. Recon helicopters for stealth units. I think that's important. Some grenadiers. Let's get this upgrade. Some more Panzers.
Upgrade
okay.
completed.
So I am in desperate need of additional power, so let's go real quick and get an additional outpost just to be safe.
Unit is under attack.
And then we will get our. Okay. Let's come out here and let's push out. Let's end this. So I think I've shown pretty much the basics of active aggression. I haven't shown you everything. I don't have any. Currently have any rare earth or rare earth units. Let's remedy that. Try to get that taken care of.
Sword protocol abandoned.
Okay.
Base is under attack.
Grenadiers. Let's zoom in. Look at that. Look how far you can zoom in. Those grenade teams.
Unit Base
Let's
is
deploy.
under attack.
Dang, those bombs are nasty. Okay, now we've got both protocols. We can start collecting rare earth. Let's see. I think there's a structure you have to build. Syntech Lab.
Upgrade complete.
Don't need that. Wow, this is what I wanted. For rare earth storage.
Unit is under attack.
We've got our metal storm, which is good against helicopters and buildings. Seems appropriate in this context. Non-lethal area effect weaponry. Awesome. Yeah, the chimeras like to use drones, as do I.
Unit is under attack.
Let's try to finish this up real quick.
Enemy detected.
I think we've pretty much got them cornered.
On our way. We are ready.
Unit is under attack.
To pieces. Building ready, sir.
Zoom back in, get the actual
Building ready, sir.
Unit lost.
fight. Yeah, I thought that was a military force. Let's unload. Get all those snipers involved in combat.
Oil field depleted.
Love the unit ranges in this game too. Look how far, it's even further than the screen. Okay, so this is depleted. We're going to sell it, and it's going to automatically reassign those units wherever they need to be. Going to ramp up our production on some of these.
Aluminum field depleted.
Let's push right into their main base. Just end this. Okay, slowly but surely we're going to get some of that.
Enemy detected.
We've still got some stuff. I hope I issued an attack move. Gosh. Those railguns are nasty. They actually are holding me off. Let's try to remedy this. Get some panzers, get some rhinos. Actually, you know what? Let's not even worry about this. Let's just get rhinos.
Unit lost.
Let's get some exo soldiers. These guys can capture buildings. I think that's appropriate. Let's sell that. Let's get our support base. There's a lot of different structures to manage. I'm going to do the metal storm.
Stealth enemy detected.
And let's build ourselves an additional
Unit lost.
one of these guys. Where is it? Support spear vehicle bay.
Unit lost.
Talk about your binary damage, right? Yikes.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I'm actually running out of aluminum.
Detected.
I was a little too confident, I guess. I can still bring this back, but didn't want to have to. Didn't want to have to have lost all that, especially right outside their base.
Stealth enemy detected. Unit lost.
The Chimeras, boy, I'm running out of resources like nobody's business. Mined out.
Building completed.
Let me hurry up and get a rare earth deposit. Rhinos are artillery, they're incredibly long ranged. And I guess I might as well do some panzers too, huh?
Upgrade completed. Enemy detected.
Hopefully I have some anti-air. Okay, you know what? This is probably full, so let's build a second prison. Where is it? There it is. Right there.
Unit lost.
Ow. my prison magic to heal my infantry. Good lord. It's, ouch.
Unit lost.
Tell me about it. Heal. Recover.
Building completed.
That's no bueno. Okay, we're set up here. Let's ramp up. Income outpost. Snazzy.
Enemy detected.
Okay. We're still bringing this back. In fact, let's
Upgrade completed.
do our sword protocol and get the sword vehicle bay. Our biggest units, and then let's do the. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna want that. I just want this Omega Blitzer. Let's build ourselves a damn super weapon, shall we? Bam.
Unit is under attack.
Nice. Okay, let's push back out.
Unit
We
is
really
under
need some
attack.
scouts, I guess.
Enemy detected.
Get ourselves some metal storms. And this is where potentially I worry about running out of resources, because I'm gaining everything very slowly, and I think I'm just about mined out, unfortunately.
Stealth enemy detected.
Ah.
Won't be easy carrying that load. I can tear him apart with that.
Upgrade completed.
Okay. Still.
Enemy detected.
There you go. Get some scouts in there.
Unit is under attack.
Need some fighter support.
Let's zoom back into this pretty game. Yeah, boy.
Lost.
There we go. That's what we want.
Unit is under attack.
Need some fighter support.
That's what we want. Interesting, airplanes interfere with
Enemy
unit selection. That's not good. They can fix that pretty easily, though. Okay. Now I think they're going to be relatively defenseless.
upgrade completed.
Who dares win? Need some fighter support.
Unit is under attack.
Damage rates in this game are just crazy.
Enemy detected.
This is going to be a stand-up fight or just another bloodbath. Good.
Now I'm in their base though, and I can just capture all the crap. Cartel does have a very nice looking
Unit is under
Very nice looking
attack.
facility. Okay, let's see. Can I fire this thing yet? Not quite. It's my favorite thing about
Enemy detected.
these guys. Zoom in. Let's look at my drones. Oh, I love it. Sell,
Detected.
sell, sell. I can't sell their HQ, but I own their HQ, so.
Unit is under attack.
Sell. I love that. I love that.
Unit
Oh, you had stuff? I'm sorry. I've sold it.
They're gonna stop. I can tear him apart with that.
Medium AI has been defeated. Cool. It's only medium. Yeah. Okay, so that was Active Aggression. I think it's a very fun game. I think it's got some really neat mechanics. overall, I really can't recommend it too highly. I think it's very well made. I think it looks great. I think it is fun to play. It's all around a recommendation from Wayward. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to be covering this game, covering my own matches. If and when they get a replay mode, I'll be covering VODs. I think this game is the crap. And honestly, when I first looked at it, I thought it was going to be crap. And I've really turned 180 on it. It's a very well designed game. So thanks for your time.